As you can see, I have this really good hood of Cyberpunk, the Samurai Band of Cyberpunk 2077, and I use this hood a lot. I have another one from Rebecca from Edge Runners, and of course this is unofficial because I live in Brazil. Welcome, the books on the table, and Brazilians don't use like original brands. And this video is about that game, Cyberpunk 2077, a really good game that was released like a trashy game, but got its arc redemption after some time because CD Projekt Red did a really good job, and the game is really beautiful today. The history is beautiful, the characters, the gameplay is really good actually. Let me give some context where I am before I start this video. I am at the continental seaside of Florianopolis. This is a really beautiful place. As you can see, we have Florianopolis here. This is a place where family goes, a lot of families. People like do bikes here and things like that, you know. I played Cyberpunk for the first time the day it released, you know. So I got every bug possible, the story bugs and things like that, the poor performance. The games that were the most impactful in my life were the games where I was going through something in my real life, and the game really connected with the struggles I was having in my real life, and that's why I enjoy that games so much. So for example, we have Outer Wilds, that's a really good game, and we have Clair Obscur, that's a really good game, really artful game. I like games that have some art, you know, so some really good music, really impactful music. Clair Obscur does this, Cyberpunk does this really well. So what's the story of Cyberpunk? It's a story of a city that was actually destroyed culturally by some corporate sociopaths, and the universe of Cyberpunk is actually everything that goes wrong when you don't have free market and you actually have a corporativism with technocracy. So imagine a place that every step you do, oh, look at this plane. It's a beautiful shot actually. Can you see the plane? Yeah. So you have Night City. That's a city as any other city, you know, but with a lot of corporativism and not so much free market. It's actually one of the worst cities of that universe, you know, but you have opportunities there. You have the opportunity to be a legend. You have the opportunity, the promise to be the person that you always wanted to be. You can be anyone, you know, in that city. You can be a really famous hacker, you can be really good mercenary, you can be anyone. And Night City promises that to you, you know. It's a land of promises. It's a land where you can actually build your dream, you know. The dreams that you believe to yourself can come true when you go to Night City, if you don't die in the first 24 hours, you know. Yeah, that's how the game works. that's how the life in Night City works, you know. It's brutal. It's actually a jungle, a rock jungle, actually a jungle made of rocks. Yeah, the first time I played, I chose Nomad because Nomad, yeah, the first time I played, I chose Nomad because Nomad is the way I felt at the moment. But the second time I played, I chose Street Kid, and the third time I played, I chose Corpo, just because I need to do every single path possible because I really enjoyed playing the game, you know, until I discovered that actually don't matter after the first like 2 hours playing the game, because the game is not built around decisions, it's built around narrative and history driven. I hope they really fix Cyberpunk Orion when it releases, you know, because with Cyberpunk 2077 you cannot have your story. You can have pre-made stories that you can actually build some different decisions based on your stats, but it's not actually that deep, you know. It's a really superficial RPG. It's more an action game with a story, a really good story, but not an RPG. You cannot make your own decisions story-wise. You can make your own decisions gameplay-wise. You can be a gorilla hands, you can be a net runner with katanas, you can be everything, you know, but story-wise it's actually really poor. And of course every game I play where you have the opportunity to be stealth, I of course do it because I don't know, it's part of my personality, you know. When I played Skyrim, I did the archer stealth mechanics, you know, it's really good, it's really enjoyable playing like that. So I'll give you a little bit of context of my real life situation when I played that game. I was recently single, you know. I broke up with actually my situationship because yeah guys, yeah, I got kind kind of cheated on, and I was like really depressed with my life because I was really unsatisfied with my job at the time, you know. I was thinking about ways that I can provide for myself, but without doing a job in Brazil that is really bad job, you know, unfulfilling job, office job. I don't like office job. I like to live the world, like do something outside, you know. Of course, I like playing games too, but I'm not a streamer, actually, full-time streamer. I'm a part-time streamer, so gotta do what you gotta do, you know. My addiction to cyberpunk actually started in the 2020 something. I was a steampunk fan for that, you know, but then I discovered cyberpunk. As I discovered cyberpunk, I saw the cyberpunk game. I become hooked instantly of the genre and the way, I don't know, the way the world is viewed by that aesthetic, you know. I think that people understand cyberpunk wrong because it's not about the low life high tech, you know. It's about the way cyberpunk is explored in the stories. Is a place where capitalism goes wrong, but it's not actually capitalism. It's corporativism with some socialism in the middle, and not too much free market, you know. Actually, a lot of regulations and things like that, and a lot of hyper-vigilance from the states, you know. So you cannot say that this type of society is capitalist because it's just not the definition of capitalism, you know. So people don't understand that, and they think that cyberpunk is a critic to capitalism, but it's actually not. It's a critic to corporativism and socialism with technocracy, with people that don't know anything about something, but they have too much technology in their hands. And why they have too much technology in their hands? Because they bought the politicians, you know. That's why. So the problem is not actually capitalism. The problem is the politician. The problem is the monopoly of the force and the monopoly of the justice. People who do the laws, you know. You have a monopoly of the people who do the laws in some society, and that's why you have some problems. And the first ending I got was the ending that probably everyone got. That is the I hang out with Panam, because yeah, that's actually the canon ending. Actually the canon ending of Cyberpunk is when you have the heist with the Blue Eyes, Mr. Blue Eyes, and you go and you heist the Crystal Palace. That's the canon ending. But the ending that I got my first time was ending with Panam, because Panam is such a really good character. I actually prefer Judy, but Judy is like lesbian, so yeah, I always do male characters in role-playing games because I am a male. I am the character. That's how my brain works, you know. I will not play as some hot girl because, oh, look this hot male, because I am a male. That's what role-playing is supposed to be about. And of course, everything becomes better and better with the DLC. You can discover the world of Song Mi, or probably Songbird, you know. The delicate weapon, actually. If you listen to Grimes' music, Delicate Weapon, in the context of the game, you can see that's a really good music, you know. What's the DLC story? So the cyberpunk story is basically you are a mercenary and you have dreams and you go to this city called Night City and you got your life fucked because you try to make some heist in some place to steal some ship, and the ship actually is basically some alien technology that uploads your memory, your personality, yourself to some cloud. When you put this chip in your head, you just become the personality that is engraved in the ship. So yeah, the personality you have in the ship is a terrorist called Johnny Silverhand, and they become you. And now you are fighting for your life because you got like brain cancer. You're gonna die if you don't remove the chip safely, and that's it, you know. Not actually ship, it's chip. And the story of the DLC is actually the president fell from a plane, and you have this girl called Song Mi. They like lure you to help them because they say to you that they have the solution to all your problems, to remove the chip from your head, but they were actually lying to you again, as everybody else do in this game, you know. The worst ending possible is that you become an NPC in Night City when you don't have enough power anymore to any chromes in a place that if you don't have chromes, you're gonna die. So yeah, I still prefer the ending with the Panam or the heist, because you probably die in the heist, but you're gonna die being a legend, not being a pussy, you know. That's the ending I want to make. So yeah, Cyberpunk is a really good game. It's a game that became part of my personality because I love the future. A lot of times people be depressed about the future, depressed about technology, AI and things like that. I don't think that is really a problem only if you think that way. You're gonna just adapt. You don't hate the game, you just adapt, you know? So Cyberpunk is just like that. And I will of course play the new Cyberpunk game. Of course I will watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners. First Edge Runners was probably one of the best pieces of media I watched in the last like 4-5 years. As the game says, there's no like happy ending in Night City, so that's what you probably gonna get in the second season of Edge Runners and Cyberpunk Orion 2. So yeah, what Cyberpunk teach me probably was that you need to adapt. You need to be really careful of the persons that you trust. If you can't trust a person, you probably should really value this relationship you have with this person, because trust in this type of society is really rare. You should probably not lose it, you know? Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the other channels when I do vlogs and things like that. And goodbye.